What is up, guys? Wraec is here with a new video, and today we are in the Tower of Dreams, and I actually want to show you guys my depth 30 clear for the leaderboard. Actually, I recorded it last week, took my time with the video, and then figured, well, I might as well show you guys some fights in the Tower of Dreams, so we can combine that. We can see my clear from last week, and we can also watch some fights this week. So there is a bit of combat in this video, and it's not becoming too dry, because obviously if you go for a leaderboard on a game mode like this, where it really gets killed within the, or cleared within the first 3 minutes or 2 minutes after it opened. This was really like, it was 1 AM for me when it opened, and at 1:02 AM we already had the full clear. So at times like this, it is about the speed. It's about the speed that you can clear it. So obviously we don't watch the fight. You just go in there and hope that every single stage is a one-shot. And that is exactly what we did. Using a DTV last time, I still had the DTV set up from campaign. We can take a look at the leaderboard now, check how many people are in there. I was quite happy to see we snagged the top 3 leaderboard spots with Omega Project. Obviously, Jesus got place 1, and actually it's quite a devastating story. He sent me a screenshot when he was done, or it was like depth 30 cleared Nightmare 5, or Nightmare times 5, it's like 5 nightmares cleared. He sent me a screenshot, and I was still at like stage 6, because I got stuck at stage 6. There was some horrible Cthulhu stage, and the thing with campaign is the enemies don't have too much HP. Like they have decent HP, but nowhere near to the levels in Void campaign. So you can run a burster, actually it works, but they do a whole lot more damage. Even Cthulhu's can easily kill you, mainly because they have Divine Power 10 here, and in the later boss stages and Nightmare stages, even Divine Power 11, which is quite insane. It's quite a lot of damage they can deal, so certain heroes become a problem that usually aren't. Gustin is not that much of a problem anymore, but for example, Meme is, Cthulhu is, Nakia can even become a problem. If those heroes get to deal damage to you, you are in a peril. Can of course avoid that using TBB to a certain extent, unless you face Valkyr, for example. But for memes, TBB would just not work. They will still apply their damage over time effect, and that can nuke your entire team. So let's see how many people actually cleared it now, given that it's no longer the first week you can do it, it's actually the second week, so there was a bit more of an opportunity to do so. Kelstort obviously in here, nice. We've got a few Utopia people, no 7 managed, very nice. Wayne as well. Quake is in here, Lekimiko, Bagel, and then I think 22 people were the last time I watched. Yeah, exactly. Rockming still has to clear 1 more nightmare, then it will be 23 people. And, oh, there's Ragnaru at story 8. It's about appropriate, I guess. It's a pretty difficult game mode. I can understand that Ragnaru is just at story 8. If he puts a bit more effort in there, I think he can also reach story 9. That might be possible. Congratulations for that. So let's now watch a fight, I would say. So what are we facing here? We are facing Eloise, we are facing Azrael. Should not be too difficult, I reckon. Should not be too difficult. Let's see what we can do. I run a bit of a bursty strat. Not too much of a setup team, actually. I think we can actually swap out the DGN, put in the TBB, make our life a bit easier with a bit of CC. So let's see about that. Obviously, Azrael's attack our lowest life hero. Now we get full. I didn't get full CC. I forgot to activate core probably. And you can see like the damage definitely there. The HP isn't. I just got the full revive. Okay. And that was a bit of a problem. And that can happen to you, like those fast deaths. Those really like, okay, now all the enemies are back. But a single burst in there and you get a few kills, so that works as well. Doesn't really work in Void campaign. Here it is possible. You can see like even TBB doing a whole lot of damage, weakening the enemies fast. And if it worked out a little bit better and we got the kills there, that would have been the full clear. But yeah, sum up quite high damage numbers, even from a hero like Azrael that isn't usually perceived as a threat, and we just barely survived that. So that's the thing, and usually what I did for my clear was I ran crowns. And that is actually the stage I was stuck at. Bloody hell. Horrible stage. Horrible stage. We can just watch it. Probably won't clear it, we can later see it, because I probably need to set up my team. You can see there the hits from the Cthulhu's, and we lost it to that. Insane. That is the damage the Cthulhu's deal to you just when you hit them. That was actually more successful than I thought. Actually a bit more successful than I thought. Can we cheat that? Does it work? Because we die. Let's use cheating strats. I'm not even sure this works anymore. It used to work. Okay, those are dead. We burst. We don't get the full clear. Horrible. Let's try that again. And yeah, so the thing is, low HP. As you can see, we can burst in there, but a lot of damage. Which can quickly kill you like that. And then you suddenly need a few attempts for a stage. And that, yeah, I mean, this time already would have been enough to no longer enable me to get a full clear. And still the Michelles don't revive. There's usually a forced revive. And that still doesn't work, so that bug still exists. That's horrible. But okay, we can live with that. So we're probably just going to use some other tanky hero. We could go for a Wraec Investor if she has a crown. Let's make sure she has a crown. She should be able to survive that. Where is our S tier, by the way? I bought an S tier Wraec Investor. Currently with crit damage reduction, silence immunity, hunter focus role. Maybe we'll improve that. I kind of want to have heal effect. I'm not quite sure about that. I want to delve into heal effect a bit more. Actually make sure that we have some sources of heal effect that are worth it and which sources are worth it. I want to explore that a little bit, so we are definitely going to look into that. Let's try that again. Let's see if we can get the clear. If our Wraec Investor actually surviving. Not at all. Not at all. It still worked out. Yeah, high divine power is really what you want there. You can see that damage over time there. And even some damage over time effects like this can end up horrible for you. So let's watch my clear now, and I will comment a little bit over it. Okay, let's watch this clear now. You can see that was the start, and we are instantly rushing in. You can actually sadly not keep the tower open. Giving my best there. The team, I already set up the artifacts before the game mode actually opened. Slight fail there, but you're really in a rush when you do that. Decided to go for that team TBB core, obviously for the stain, for the CC, and that works well for most of the stages. What I've probably have done better is I should not have, yeah, that, oh, it was stage 4 already when I was stuck. So that is the stage we just fought and cleared. And the thing is, obviously you want to watch the fight, but if you watch a single fight, you're definitely not ending up on those leaderboard positions. So you kind of have to see a damage screen, have to figure out what happened there. Is there any way you clear that with RNG? I decided to remove the TBB just because she hits the Cthulhu's multiple times, and I figured that might reduce the damage that our team takes if we switch away from that. Switch away to more bursty DTV, removed Therapist of Blood Plenty and switched to Crown because damage was pretty high. And with that, still apparently no success. It sadly took some time. Survivability was definitely an issue, and with TBB, yeah, we didn't really get to an attack of Vulcan, I could see that. And it was multiple attempts, sadly. And then there it was. We had enough damage with DGN. And sadly, that is really the way it works. You try a lot of things, you have to click, you have to do stuff, and you have to move, and there's really not too much time to think, so rely on your instincts. Maybe this is better, maybe that is better. And if you know, okay, there is a chance that we can clear this, then you just hammer in 3 attempts without changing anything and try to go on. And this is like the way you currently fight for top leaderboard spots. It's a bit weird in my opinion. It's a bit weird. It certainly includes a bit of knowledge over the game, but yeah, such a rush. Quite interesting. We obviously keep second stage to last because that will remove 1 hero from my lineup and might result in me having to readjust. You always have to remove Demon Outburst. Demon Outburst will kill your entire team if you don't remove it. And yeah, that worked pretty smooth. And honestly, the Nightmare stages, despite having 11 Divine Power, worked out quite smooth. They worked out quite smooth. So not really an issue there. That is a bit of a horrible stage. We got double Sherlock in there. And we still pretty much killed it very fast. What I should have done there, obviously, was include PDE. We have 2 sources of CC there. Is quite the obvious move. I took it, and then there we go. That was the win. Slightly before Norman, so that was pretty good. Yeah, so that was basically the clear. It is another kind of way to play the game, I guess, if you rush for those leaderboard positions. I personally think it's kind of interesting because that is a type of game mode that is usually quite common in games that we don't really have there. Timed game modes. Game modes where you have to be fast, where you have to rush, where you have to take decisions in split seconds. Well, we don't really have something like that. Here is an idle game, it is a slow game. You can think about your Broken Spaces team for a week if you want, and just then take your time and make an attempt. And in situations like this, we have another side of this game that maybe at one point the age wants to implement. Like having a timed game mode might actually be fun, might actually be interesting to take those decisions in a split second, decide which hero to go for, which might be best, how to react based on a damage screen maybe only to this stage. But I guess we will have to see about that if something like this is ever part of the game. For now, obviously tower is cleared. The next step will be for me and I guess the other people at depth 30 to optimize the team a little bit so that we get max resources every single week. For now, it's actually a bit less. I don't really intend to go down from depth 30. Even if I get a little bit less than resources now, then probably at something like depth 25. But later on, I guess it will be just the same as the depth 15 clears. It doesn't seem too difficult for the most part. At the moment, they still have a speed advantage and damage advantage, and but still, it doesn't take long for me to clear depth 30 right now, so that is okay. Was quite the interesting move. For the end of the video, I have another small thing. I have a few cores. We have like 38 cores. I think we just do 3 10 bombs into Fate, see if I'm lucky today. During the last video, I certainly wasn't. So let's just see if I can get some spheres. If we get 2 or more, I'm quite happy. So let's do that. Skip cutscene, obviously, because get 1 there. That's nice. So can we get 1 more? No, come on. Don't do me dirty. Ah, got it. So at least we got a guidance and we got a Betty. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And with that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.